good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another VW show. We've got issue 30 to do this evening. I'm only going to do the one issue, which will be issue 30, because there's not a lot to do. There's more to do in this one than there will be for next week. So I'm going to wait. Next week, I'll probably do 2 issues. But yeah, we're just going to do issue 30 tonight. But let me go through some of the chat first. So, first up is Yorkshire Crafter. Good evening, everyone. So, yeah, good evening, Yorkshire Crafter. Warren James says, hi, all good luck tonight. Thank you. Marie says, evening, everyone. Dear Smiles Vintage says, hi, everyone. And Horlixs, good luck with your build, mate. Thank you very much. P.S. If I start coughing or having a sneezing fit, I'm actually not that well. I've got sinusitis or whatever you want to call it. All my sinuses are all blocked up and got a bit of a pounding head and my ears hurt, and you know what, it's horrible. But hello, Dave. Julie says, evening, Warren James, Marie Augusby, dear Sponsor Vintage. Thank you. Warren James says, evening to Yorkshire Crafter. Gillian says, good evening, Horlixs, and everyone in chat. Good evening, Gillian. Danno Builds says, good evening, everyone. Good luck with your build, Alex, and good evening to the host. Thank you. Yeah, it's just me, myself, and I. Sorry. Good evening. Danno Builds says, good evening to Yorkshire Crafter, Warren James, Marie Augusby, DS Morton Vintage, and Gillian Dotz. Ian says, hello from a chilly East Midlands. Hi, Ian. Yeah, it's chilly down here as well, actually. I went out for a smoke earlier, and I was like, oh, it's freezing. Dave Matt Builds says, evening to Ian. Warren James says, evening, Dave Matt Builds. Gillian says, good evening, Dave Matt Builds. Lee says, hi, everyone. Hope you have a good build. Smash the like button. Thank you very much, Lee. Wendy is off. I've made a coffee. Peter Webster says, hi, Julie, Marie, Gillian, Davis, and Dave, Matt, Warren, Ian, and Lee. Warren says hi to Peter. Peter says hi to me. Hello. Lee says hi to Peter. Lee says hi to Warren. Ian Campbell says hi to Peter. Lee and Warren. Where's my mouse gone? Lee and Warren. Warren James says hi to Lee. Lee says hi to Ian. Ian says hello, Alex, Julian, Gillian. So hello. And Ian says, not to be rude. Hi, Dave, and Dave. Yeah, exactly. All the Daves. Dave says hi to Ian. Lee says hi to Dave, and Dave. Geordie Dave says, evening, everyone. Lindsay Builds says, hello, people, and hi, Horlixs. So, hello, Lindsay. Thank you for joining. Geordie Dave says, hi to Gillian. Peter Webster says, my camper now has rear wheels fitted. Oh, amazing. Yeah, I can't wait to get mine on that stage. Although I don't want to wish the build away, but yeah, I like having that, getting more details on. But that's a bit like tonight in issue 30. The stuff that we've been doing, the seats and that, we'll be bringing all together. So it's a nice issue. Peter says hi to Geordie. Neil says hi, Alex. Good luck, buddy. Parcel arrived safe and sound today. Oh, amazing. Hope you like it. Peter Webster says hi to Lindsay's. Gillian says hi, Peter. Geordie Dave says hi to Peter. Dave McBill says evening, Peter. Peter says hi to Neil. Gillian says hi to Geordie Dave. Lee says hi to Neil. Lee says hi to Lindsay's Builds. My goodness. Neil says hi to Peter. Gillian says hi to Ian. Neil says hi to Lee. Geordie Dave says hi, Dave, Matt, Ian, Campbell, Lee, and Neil. Dave McBill says evening to Neil. Neil says hi to Geordie. Dave McBill says hi to Geordie. Neil says hi, Mr. Mac. Geordie Dave says hi to Lindsay, and Lee says hi to Geordie. And I can breathe. Oh, God. Okay, so As I say, we're going to do issue 30. So let's get the camera down and we'll have a look and see what we've got. Right. Ooh. Oh, also, I've been busy today. I've placed an order for some revised circuit boards. So quite excited about that. They are on the way. So then I'll be able to do some testing. So yeah, that's my order confirmation. My circuit board, they're on the way. Yeah, the Routemaster one. So and then I've also ordered all the components. So I've ordered 20 of everything: microchips, triodes, whatever you want to call them, caps, everything. So they're on the way, and then I'll be able to do a test. Because the plan, I want to really get this up now and get going, because obviously with this build coming up, and we're slowly, hopefully we'll be coming up to some electrics soon. I want to see if I can incorporate that into this as well and have this Bluetooth. So yeah, I need to really get on the ball with that. So I just kept looking at the board and the design and making sure it was all right. And is it right? I'm not sure. I don't know. And there's only so many times you can check it. Now, to me, it looks okay. I won't know until it arrives. We do a test board, and we'll start it up. So maybe I'll do a live stream on that, perhaps. So I will, once everything's here, I think we'll do a little live stream, and it'll either be great or it'll be a flop. So yeah, we'll see. Neil says, yes, well pleased with it. Thanks. Couldn't find the latte in the package. No, I don't think there would have been much left by the time it got to you. Peter says, I've pre-ordered the new FX 80th anniversary Dam Busters Lancaster 172 Scout edition today. Oh, that looks sounds cool. Awesome. Yeah, I need to look at another kit soon. I need another plastic model kit to do, but I don't know what I want yet. It's just going to be a case of having a look, I think. Ian says, excellent. We can get the Iron Fuel Station test out. Yeah, we will. It's just, as I say, just put it on the back burner. I don't know if you were here the other day when I was talking about it, but I was so hung up about an app, and I'm not going to bother. It is what it is. It's me at home whacking something together that's functional. It's going to be the app from basically the app that runs the Bluetooth module I'm using. It's nothing fancy, but it will serve a purpose, and it'll be what it is, for now. So Judy says, evening Dave, Matt Bills, Peter Webster, Ian, and Lee, Geordie Dave, and Neil. Peter Webster says, sounds like a good idea. Thank you. Neil says, hi Yorkshire Crafter. Geordie Dave says, hi Yorkshire Crafter. Okay, so let me get back down to the build table. I'm going to lose my voice by the end of this, I reckon. It's only a sinus, something to do with sinuses, but I'll be all right. I will be fine. Okay, so issue 30. So, rear seat, backrest, and the assembly of the middle seat. So with this issue, we get the rear seat backrest, which is it. Ta-da. So we've seen something similar to this before. Just half, quarter. It wasn't as long, was it? It's like quarter chopped off. But anyway, this is going to stay in the bag because we don't need this till next week. So that will go away. But in this issue, we will need last week's issue. So we seem to be an issue behind in part-wise, rather than you know. So this week we're using last week's part, and then next week we're using last week's part. So yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, we're going to just be working on putting everything together that we've done so far. So if I remember rightly, I'm going to need some screws, and we put a load in here from last week, so we'll get them out. And then we need all the parts that we assembled previously. So it's all back. That is what we did last week. And we had the folding seat, which is still a bit, it sort of holds, but it doesn't. It's really not that great, but I think it'll be all right. And then we're going to need, well, it all fell apart, but there's the mats, but they'll be secured in. And then we're going to need the bit that we worked on a few weeks ago. And there's dust everywhere. Where's my dusting paintbrush? Static. So, yeah, that's the seats that we did. So, the first step we're going to need to do is retrieve all the parts. We're going to need the BP06 screws and the BP03 screws, which I have got in here. And the first thing I need to do is put the mats back on, which is easy to do. Now, I know some people have glued these on, but I really don't think there was any need, because I was looking at the future issues, and once these are screwed in, it's not going to go anywhere anyway. So, step one is to place the middle seat on the cargo floor. So the posts on the seat base are inserted flush into the holes in the cab floor. So it's going to be these 8 ones here. I'm just double checking everything is in. You can tell if you turn it over, you can see the little black pins. So there's 2. Yeah, so I'm happy that they're in. Once that's all in, we're going to tighten that all in with 8 BP03 screws. So let me get my screws ready. 8 BP03. I'll just get a handful on the screwdriver. So we're going to place this in. Now I think this is going to be quite tricky, actually. Just to hold everything in place. But I think what the best thing to do is just start with one end. So I'm going to put my hands over the frame here and hold that in. And I'm going to get a screw started. So that's one. Now I'm going in really carefully with these, because this plastic is it's very thin. So I'm just going in until it puts up a little bit of resistance. So that's that side done. I'm now going to make sure it all lines up, and then I'm going to do the other opposite end. We've got Leon saying he's cleaning the loco and roll stock. Got the track clean to run the trains. Well happy. We'll run trains live Sunday. Awesome. Yeah, I'm glad that's all working out now. Peter Webster says, I got a small square Velcro between the folding seat and it did the job well and it holds it upright. Oh, okay. That's a good tip. I'll see how I get on with it then when it's a bit further ahead. I mean, it does hold. If I tip, if I carefully tip it, it's not going anywhere. And I'm not going to be pushing this down the M6, so I think we'll be all right. It's only just going to sit on the shelf, so. Okay, so that's the 2 far end ones done, and then we've just got another 4 screws to put in. So what I can do is put my hand in underneath and just rest my hand on the bottom of the seat frame, and then carefully screw the remaining screws in. So that's that one. And I'm pleased this is all going in now because they're quite fragile, them seats. Like this 2. And then we'll just do the remaining 2. I might just check these screws as well because there's a little bit of movement on them. Lovely. And last screw. There we go. So that's those seats in now with the floor. So I'm really happy with that. It's really tight. So yeah, what we're doing next. So next, I'm not sure if this needs to be in just yet, but I will just for the moment. I'm going to put the other mat in that came out. And then we'll get all that lined up just in case it impacts this next step. Don't think it will. And that fits really nicely. Okay, so the next step is to fit the rear bulkhead 29.1 at the back of the floor into the post indicated in the picture. So it's going to be 3 screws. So 1, 2, and 3. No, sorry, the smaller ones. So let me bring you in, get some focus going on. So 1, 2, and this one 3. And check the rear bulkhead posts are properly seated on the carpet. Okay, so this is where we're going to open issue 29 from last week. I'm going to put these screws away for the moment. just so we can keep them separate. So we get some BPO6 screws, which I'll open. I'm guessing we're going to need those to secure this. Okay, so I can see, lift the carpet up, there's 2 notches there, or 2 holes, which these tabs will go into, and the same on the other side. So it's going to be a case of lining all this up. So wondering if it'll be easier to fit that first, then put the carpet down. Yes, I think it will. Okay, so carpet's coming back up. I'll fit this so all that lines up. Okay, that's a good fit. So I'm going to hold that in place, and then we're going to tighten that up with 3 BP06. So I'm just trying to load the screwdriver with one hand. So that's one. Now these do scare me a bit because it doesn't. The hole's not very shallow, so I mean the hole's very shallow, so there's not much for the screw to bite to. And obviously they're self-tapping as well, so yeah, these you really don't want to over tighten. But saying that, that's as much as I want to go with that. Check that they're all in, which they are. And then I can then put the mat back in, and hopefully we won't have a problem with getting that back in. That'll actually fit really snug in there. And just work your way around all of the bits and pieces. There we go. And as you can see, that is a really nice fit. So that being done, that is the final result. So yeah, it just says to store that away, and then we've got the result, which looks like that. So we've brought together a load of parts, which is great. It's still very fragile because it's quite thin at the back and there's a lot of weight at the front. So you want to, you want to be really careful with it. It's, very front heavy, but yeah, it's coming together really nicely. Some of the seats. Okay. So let's come back to me. That's it. That's issue 30 complete this evening. I'm going to just put that there and I will deal with that in a moment. So that was a BPO6. Let me just put that away. Oh. Okay, back to desk cam. I haven't got a label for it. So let's make a label together. Oh. I have to do this as and when I see them. Otherwise, they never get done. You know how it's like. So, BP06. Oh. Printing. You know what? There's something wrong with it. It's, you really don't want to be buying aftermarket cartridges for these things because it doesn't print very well. It misses bits out, and that looks like a 5. So we have got some BP6 screws now. So that's a new screw we've used on this build. Let's get that labelled up. Next to BP05. And I actually really like the fact that they're coming out in order at the moment because it makes life a lot easier. Right, BP06, there you go. Bit of bonus content for you. Right, let me go through some chat. Oh, God. Where were we? I forgot to start it. Peter Webster says, I re-glued all the rubber mat pins again because every time I move the seats, it drives me mad having to keep putting the mats down. OCD drives me mad. That's fair enough. So, Peter Webster says, I was fishing wiring my RC bus earlier and drilled through my finger. I had to reverse drill. Ow. Yeah, no. Oh. Ouch. Yeah, no. Well, I hope your finger's all right. Oh, that sent a shudder down my spine. Lee said, that's not good, Peter. No. Crafty Chris says, good evening, Horlixs and everyone in chat. Hi, Chris. Lee says hi to Chris. Danno Builds says, good evening, Crafty Chris. Peter Webster says hi to Chris. Lee says hi, Dave Mack. Peter Webster says, I'm accident prone. Lee always keeps me plastered. I'm accident prone, Lee. Always keep my plasters to hand. Yeah. Dave Mack Bill says hi to Lee. Dave Mack Bill says, Peter, you need to be more careful, especially with drilling. Yeah. Lee says, like me, Peter, I do the same. Dave Mack Bill says, excellent work. Alex, thank you very much. Gillian says, looking good. Big thumbs up. Thank you, Gillian. Peter says, laugh out loud, Dave Matt. The wife keeps telling me the same. Lee says, looks good with thumbs up. Press a like with a hammer. Thank you very much. Marie says, good show, well done. And Dave Matt says, great show tonight. I'm looking forward to the roller coaster build. Yeah, I am, and I'm enjoying it. Although I don't think it's going to be a long one tonight because I just feel a bit rough. I want to do one, or some at least, but I don't know how long I'm going to go for. And Ian says, nice one, Alex. Thank you, Ian. Thank you. So yeah, that is it then, really. That's issue 30 done. Till next week, we'll do probably 31 and 32. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you everyone for joining and putting up with me sniveling. And I'm going to go and make another coffee, get ready for roller coaster in about 29 minutes. So yeah, thanks for joining. Hopefully see you over there. Yeah, it says, no, go get some meds and relax. Yeah, no, I've still got another stream still. Yeah, 8 o'clock tonight. I was going to go and get some Sudafed or something, but do they really work? I mean, I don't know. I mean, every time I'm ill, I'll have something and I go and buy over-the-counter stuff, and nothing. It doesn't work. it doesn't make it any easier or quicker to recover. So yeah, I'll be all right. I'm not dying or anything. It's just annoying. So I can manage to stream okay. You know what it's like when your sinuses are bunged up. It's horrible because your ears are popping. You don't know whether to snivel or blow your nose or it's horrible. So yeah. Peter says, see you all at 8. Chris says, get Wendy on the bowl. Yeah, she's going. I'll turn her on in a minute. I'll turn Wendy on. Never thought I'd say that. Ian says, see you at 8. Oh, yeah, thanks, Ian. Okay, right, I'm out. See you later. See you at 8 o'clock. Thanks for watching.